Hello, collective. Welcome to your reading. All right, collective, this is a general spirit check-in, not a one-to-one spirit check-in. So you might not resonate with the whole reading. You might not resonate with any of the reading. Whatever you do resonate with, please take what you need and leave the rest behind. Collective, I could be picking up on your energy or on the energy of someone who's in your energy. So if it doesn't feel like I'm speaking about you, please switch the energies around. Creator, great mystery, Holy Spirit of the highest realms, grandmothers and grandfathers, ancestors of the highest realms, please bless this reading. Please bring in the knowledge and the wisdom of the Most High for the highest good for the collective. Thank you. All right. What are the messages, Creator? What are the messages? Who is coming to the reading and what do they need to hear? Who is coming to this reading and what do they need to hear? I really missed you guys. It was a nice little break. I was also really sick too, to the point where I almost lost my voice. It was never been sick like that. But I always see little colds and all that as a detoxification. It's detoxifying us, getting rid of all the impurities in our bodies. It's like a cleanse. It's like a cleanse. It's almost like a ritual. All right, Creator, who is coming to this reading and what do they need to hear? I hope you all had a beautiful holiday and a good Christmas. If you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or whatever, or if it's just another couple of days, then it's just another couple of days. I hope they were good. Okay. All right, Spirit. One more. Okay. One more. It's going to be a 4-card spread. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. The psyche is hopping. It's hopping right now. Oof. Okay. Easy, 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 easy. Okay. All right, here we go. How is that lining up on screen? Ooh. Holy smoke. Ooh, and the devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Victory. Can you say victory? There is some sort of victory going on here. Okay, so these two cards, these two cards is you and your person. They can both be you and your person at the same time, okay? It's usually what happens. My readings are usually layered. Okay, and these two cards are also interchangeable, but these two cards are not. This card represents the illuminated dynamics in your relationship with the other person or in your relationship with yourself. These are dynamics that you're aware of, that you see, that you know, you're familiar with them. This card it represents the dynamics that you're not aware of, or what's going on in your unconscious, in your subconscious. This is the card, this energy. This card represents the energy that you're not familiar with, that you don't know, that you're not conscious of. Okay? Okay. The devil in reverse. So either you're going through a divorce, you've been released, you've released yourself, and the physical circumstances have also released you from a level of bondage, some sort of bondage. Could be with an addiction, could be a conflict, like an emotional bondage when you feel stuck in a conflict with someone. Could be that, could be a divorce, could be some sort of self-conflict with yourself about something, but either way, you've come through it. You're coming through it. So we're going to start in the west here, the western door of the medicine wheel, and I'm seeing this, they're bringing this through me to understand this reading in a whole different way. I've never seen it this way before. So the western door, the eastern door, south and north. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, that's just so perfect. Oh my God, that makes so much sense greater. Okay, so in the western door is the door of introspection. It's the door. The spirit keeper of this is the bear. The bear is the shapeshifter, the change maker, the medicine healer. Okay, this often also the west, the sun sets in the west, so the west is often seen also as death, a kind of a death, an ending. Okay, so with the conflict here, there's conflict, competition, some sort of rivalry, but it's on its way out. It's on its way out, because what's on its way in is justice. There's been some sort of justice come in for you or for somebody else after a long season of conflict. You've been in conflict with somebody, or they've been in conflict with you. Either way, this has come to an end, and there's a new dawn of justice arising on the horizon. I'm feeling this is not only for you, but this is either gender related, race related, something, but it's collective. There's a collective attached to this card also. So it's not just, so I'm feeling like a shift in consciousness on the planet that's bringing you justice. Bringing justice in for somebody. And you know what? Justice for all. Justice for all. When people go up against tyranny, it's not just the people that win against tyranny that win. It's also the people that are stuck being tyrants because they're stuck in old behaviors. They also get a chance to heal and to shift out of that dynamic, shift out of that mentality, because energies has risen up. I'm feeling in clash, in opposition to saying this isn't right. Why are you doing it this way? Like, I don't know what's going on. This is there's some sort of social thing coming in, but the dynamics that you are aware of in your relationship to whatever's going on here is there's a new force coming on into your life and onto the planet, a new force, a new rush, a new Spirit, new energy, new strength rushing into you, rushing onto the planet, coming onto the planet, there for the taking for those who have resonance with this energy. It'll just happen automatically because it's naturally you. It's like the return of the collective soul. And that's what coming back to the planet more and more and more is the return of the sector of the global soul, bit by bit, breath by breath, one breath at a time, one day at a time, one step at a time, whatever it takes, you know? And in the dynamics that you're not aware of, that you're not conscious of, and that you're not familiar of, is there something in your life or collectively, but something that is dying, something that is on its way out? Makes sense though too. It makes perfect sense. Maybe these dynamics you're aware at a certain level, maybe at other levels you're not aware of it. You know, maybe like in order to have justice come in, yeah, it's going to be natural. There's going to be new energy on the scene. There's going to be new energy coming in. And it's only natural that old energy is going to be dying, dissolving with the age of Pisces, dissolving off the planet, because we're leaving the age of Pisces. We're leaving all the power schemas that went with Pisces. They're going, collapsing. Not only collapsing in the world, but collapse in everybody's lives. Impacted us in our own ways, in our own individual ways. Okay, let's do some clarification. What is the Five of Wands creator? So this would be the position of the South. And South, the unconscious South, is the earthly manifestation. South is like summer. Everything is like blossoming and green and thriving. It's in your face. You can't get away from it. It's not like wintertime when everything looks totally dead. Everything is alive and flourishing. But South in the Ojibwe way oftentimes is represented by a mouse. And mouse doesn't see very far. Mouse can't rely on their eyes because they don't see very far. Therefore, they're not aware of what's around them. But mouse has an incredible sense of smell. They can smell incredible. And that's intuition also too, having intuitive sense. So something within your unconscious is passing away, is dissolving with the age of Pisces. Well, there's a new energy coming on. It's interesting. This is very interesting. 2025 is the year, when you add up the year, 2025, 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 5 is 9. So it's the year 9, 2025. To near completion. Near the completion of a cycle, major cycle. Okay. Yeah, exactly. This is on its way out. The struggle is on its way out. The conflict, the rivalry, the competition. Maybe this is your relationship you had with the world going on inside of you. some sort of fighting for your right, fighting for your right to expression, your right to, I'm hearing freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, is your right. And you've had to fight for this right. And in this fight for this right has aligned you onto the path of your heart, because you've had to fight for it. You didn't just naturally end up here like, oh, I didn't know I was on the path of my heart. Here I am. Like, no, 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 no. You had to fight for this. It's brought you a lot of improvements, a lot of improvements. I'm hearing like, oh, okay, help me say this clearly, Creator. There's a scripture that says, he or she that is given much, more will be given. He or she that doesn't have much, even what they have will be taken away. Okay, how do we say this? Because much of the world is so focused on pleasure, people often think, well, I don't have enough pleasure. I don't have enough pleasure. So because they're only seeing through the lens of positivity, toxic positivity, they only can see a little bit of what they have. If they see the full spectrum of what they have, yeah, with the positivity, they have also all kinds of shadow. All kinds of shadow. And there's great healing in the shadow. Great healing. It's full of healing, full of mystery, full of potential. And because people are so culturally deadened by our culture, a lot of people have forgotten how to see. And with you, I'm feeling that what you've had to fight for has opened your eyes to the fact that, yes, you are improving your perspective. For a long time, you saw exactly in that way. But now I'm feeling like it's interesting, because that's the first thing that they said, is that you are now covered in shadow. You are cloaked in shadow consciously. You have consciously understood what this human life is, what your reason for being alive is about. This is something that you've had revelation to within the privacy of your own experience. That's interesting, because this message is for multiple people. Very interesting. You being aware now that you're cloaked in darkness, understanding what you've had to let go of in order to not in order to, you're just acknowledging what you've had to let go of. And this has now become the improvement, because your perception of yourself has expanded. You're no longer just rooted and deceived and intoxicated and illusioned by toxic positivity. Everybody buying and consuming and wanting what's toxic, running from what's negative. You're somebody who sees at a totally different level. And this is what I mean, what you've had to fight for. What you've had to fight for. Your vision being expanded brings you into magician energy and strength. The strength of the sovereign one, Leo. This is the card of Leo, the strength of the sovereign one. Beautiful. Is she opening the lion of the mouth, or is she closing it? It'll be different for each of you. What's on the bottom of the deck for this? Look at that. Here we go. The end of a cycle, the end of conflict, the end of a specific kind of conflict. Yes, you're still going to have more conflict. Give me a break. We're always going to have more conflict. We will never, ever, ever, ever resolve the duality. We'll just resolve a relationship to the duality. That's how this is. Okay? So beautiful. Love that. That's perfect. That's so perfect. That's like the perfect reading. Okay, what is justice, Creator? What is justice, Spirit? What is justice? What is this? Justice. What an expanded reading. This is incredible. Okay. First card came out, landed straight up. 10 of Cups. Beautiful. Let's let them land on the table, Creator, so people can see them land. 9 of Cups, this landed side. No, he's saying upright. Okay. Thank you. Ten of Cups, 9 of Cups. Wow, it doesn't get much better than that. Yes? Oh, beautiful. So justice, 10 of Cups. Very much feeling very fulfilled. Feeling very fulfilled, satisfied, have a sense of inner luxury because you realize how rich you are. You realize what you realize the resources you carry. Before this, and I feel like you've always had a deeper knowing. I feel like you've always had a deeper knowing that you may not have had language for, but you felt it every day. Now it's almost like this deeper knowing has now crystallized or manifested in your life, within your own psyche, like a crystal popping out of the soil of your psyche, solid and clear. Solid and clear. Understanding who you really are. That's being liberated, you know. So here we are, the 10 of Cups and the 9 of Cups. You know, feeling very successful. And not only just successful, but lasting success, because it's coming from within you. It's coming from inside of you, and the social conditions that are supporting this. The conditions around you have shifted. And now things for you, now your shifting can happen more accelerated without the resistance now. The resistance was necessary back here. It was very necessary. It's necessary for all of us. Think of a little seed that has to push up through all the soil. It's in the dark. It's got to push up through all the heavy soil and the dense dirt that's all compacted, and the seed has to push through and push the little sprout till it finally reaches the open air. You'll always have resistance within your roots. That's what feeds the top. That's what feeds the plant. You know, beautiful. So absolutely, so lasting success because your work has been done from the inside out. 9 of Cups, very satisfied, feeling very luxurious. Just like a complete realization of pleasure and happiness because you've let go of pleasure only. It's so interesting, you know, when we let go of things to the Creator always gives it back to us, but restored. The things we hold on to are often fragments of the whole. And when we let go of it, the Creator's like, here you are, now I can return it to you, restored and whole. And it's actually just like another part of you. It's no longer something you hang on to anymore. It's now part of your psyche, part of your operating system. Beautiful. With this, look at this. They're both going all facing the same direction. The fish too is facing, and so is Hanuman, Ace of Pentacles. So brand new self-esteem coming online, new opportunities, new commitments. Just very new desire, new self-esteem, therefore new ambition, higher sights. You've set your sights no longer on just the physical pleasures of the carnal world. It's like you've been open to a higher dimension. Your goals are now, it's like you're raising the light. How do I say this? I'm seeing a flashlight or like a beam of light going straight across and into the distance, but now it's elevating up into the sky in a much higher elevation. And it's interesting, it's not aimed at a city or a building or something like that. This is aimed like into the stars, even like your elevated consciousness is going to take you into, this is symbolic now. When I say it's going to take you into the stars, it's like basically just into higher dimensions of consciousness, higher dimensions of consciousness, whatever physically manifests with that. I'm feeling that's already been planted in you, and you work from there. And what unfolds in your own perspective, maybe you already have perspective, maybe you already have your sight formed, that Jello anointing has already crystallized and solidified, and you already know exactly where you want to go, what you want to do. But for those of you that don't, it will. It totally will. The Seven of Swords here on the bottom of the deck. There's just, you have this new love of abundance. I think you used to fear abundance, or maybe you felt like you didn't deserve it, but you have this new love of abundance. And I'm not saying that you're greedy or anything like that. It's like this, because of where you are here, you know, the work you've done in releasing something in yourself of like a one-sided perspective. Like you realize that it's almost like you're realizing God is the all. It's not just the victory and the praise and worship and the feeling good. God is also the darkest lows, the most destructive battle. You know, I've even heard that the name of Yahweh is the name of like a war god. It's the war god. It's the warring name of God, Yahweh. And I found that very interesting, because there's like 72 names of God when you go back in the Hebrew tradition, probably even more than that. And that's why I love, you know, reading the sacred texts. You know, because many people in the West think that Christ was born in the West. You know, no, Christ comes from the East. And that's why I kind of have, I guess, not affiliation with it. How do I say it? A familiar spirit to it, because I was denied looking at my history too as a collective, in the same way that people in the West don't acknowledge Christ's history. In a way, Christ went through genocide coming to the West also. That's the way I see it. That's the way I experience it. You know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting. All things must pass through the fire. Nobody is exempt of that. Not even the gods, not even the masters, period. Okay, let's do some more clarification here. So yes, beautiful love of abundance. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. What is the Ace of Wands, creator? The Ace of Wands. You know, and oftentimes getting into the higher dimensions will require us to unlearn everything we've learned, because none of that will work up there or up here. That's what I found. 2008, I began hearing the words, what used to work will no longer work. And I'd walk around and tell everybody that I knew this. What used to work will no longer work. Am I taking these? Yes. Okay. And it was interesting until it touched me personally. You know, kind of shattered my life in some ways, but it needed to be shattered. Okay, the Ace of Wands, Two of Pentacles, the Devil in reverse again, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. So a new force is coming in to help you rebalance, from carrying the weight of so much bondage, whatever this was. If this was emotional bondage, some sort of heavy burden that you'd been carrying, maybe it was an addiction, I don't know, but there was something you were carrying. And the deception attached to it, because they're showing me these two cards or one card, it's one message. The Knight of Swords in reverse, which is often like deceptive energy. So the deceptive energy with the devil energy upside down. So these being trumped by a new power that's come into you, and a new power that has emerged on the planet, that you and it have aligned, because you're one. It's like I said, the return of the global soul, to which this pertains to you. And there will be more and more outpouring. What's on the bottom of this deck is the Knight of Wands. Yes, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands. Beautiful. So this new force and new pleasure is going to be helping you take action, enter into adventure in your life, into fearless adventure, going into dimensions and avenues of your life, in your physical experience that has never been open to you before, nor you open to it. Something has shifted for you incredibly, not only in you, but in the world also. This is incredible, and it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay, the last card. What is Death upright, creator? What is death upright in the unconscious? Help the viewers see what they're not aware of, please. Little dragon. We're going to use the dragon deck, and we got my little guardian of his deck right there. Puff the magic dragon. What is death in reverse? Death in reverse. I mean, sorry, death upright, but death in the subconscious, I mean. Death in the subconscious. In a way, I guess it kind of is in the reverse. Things that are in the reverse are just in delay, or have not yet reached our consciousness yet. So in a way, I guess this kind of is in reverse, even though it's not, even though it's upright. Interesting. So in the south part of the medicine wheel, and this is in the northern part of the medicine wheel, so this new power that's coming in is coming in from the north, from the highest point of the medicine wheel, which is perfect. It is out, it's like an inpouring of spirit, a new spirit being poured in, fueling this change, accelerating the change. I see this almost in terms of quantum physics too. Like new atoms coming in while atoms are leaving, like with the death. Three of Pentacles in reverse, Temperance upright, and Page of Wands in reverse. So Three of Pentacles. Yes, there's something in your life that is getting dismantled right now. You know what this is. Look around in your life, feel around in your life. What is getting dismantled? There's something getting dismantled as new energy is getting poured into your life and onto the planet. Like I said, the return of the global soul. There'll be more returns, more coming in, but right now this is what is returning to you. And end of conflict, justice, new force coming in, new spirit, new rush, new life, new strength. And something is getting dismantled. Not only that, but you're entering into a place of emotional balance. You've been tempered. The struggle you've been through, the conflict you've been through, the justice, the acknowledgement, the reverence, the name reverence, the word reverence keeps coming up. I feel like Spirit reveres you because of your work, because of your commitment. Your commitment. You never wavered. You may have had distractions here and there, don't we all? But you always returned back to your core. And for a bit, there's going to feel like, okay, hold on, let me look at the bottom of the deck here. Page of Coins, again. Page of Pentacles, again. So there's new ambition coming in. I'm feeling like it's an adjustment. There's an adjustment coming in. There's a death going on that is gradual. It's going to feel like you're procrastinating. It's going to feel like it's not happening fast enough, but it's happening in the exact right time that it needs to happen. Don't be in a rush. Okay, don't create conflict trying to get through this. Okay, there's new desire coming in, there is new power coming in, there is new physical change. Your life is physically changing, not only in your life, but all over the world. And that takes time. That's a slow change. Sometimes I think it's so slow, it's faster to watch your fingernails grow. You know what I'm saying? So just take your eyes off the shift and put it onto the tasks you have to do at hand, and let Spirit look after the rest. Because when you're ready, when Spirit's ready and you're ready, I feel like it'll be a symbiotic time, and it probably won't feel like it. It's usually how it is. We get fired out of a cannon before we're ready, our hair all a mess and the whole bit, but that's usually how it is, So whatever's going on, I feel like you're in a period of quiet, of rest, of recovery, of contemplation, of rest. Enjoy this time. Enjoy this time, because I'm feeling it's not like you're in the eye of a storm, but it's like you're in a quiet time, but there will be action coming. There, and that's guaranteeing it. There will be action coming to your physical world, to the southern part of the medicine wheel, which is the physical life, your physical life. And oftentimes we're not aware of what's going on in our own unconscious physically. We're not aware of it. We're not always, it's like, what, are you aware of what your pancreas is doing right now? Are you aware of what your liver's doing, and your kidneys and your heart and your stomach and your bones and your respiratory systems, like all the 7 systems of your body? You're not in charge of any of them. They're happening automatically. And that's what I'm saying. There's nothing really you to do except carry on doing what you're doing, because you are exactly where you were supposed to be. This is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So keep moving ahead. You're in the right direction. This is an honor to read for you. But thank you so much. And I'm gonna close out here, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Have a beautiful day. Alrighty.